Okay, good morning, student. I am going to start a new topic that is the length. Okay, so look, length. Length is a piece of refractive medium which is bounded by two surfaces, and there must be one surface is spherical. So that combination of surfaces is known as the length. Means length is a writing here, it is a piece of refracting, it is a piece of refracting medium, it is a piece of refracting medium bounded by two surfaces, in which at least one is spherical. Is this clear, my students? For example, let us suppose this length, this combination of surfaces. So it will be your length. Because it is made up with the two surfaces, as we are seeing, it is the one surface and it is another surface. Understand? So this combination of the surfaces will be length. Understand? There are two kind of length. So we have to now see here type of length. There are two kind of length. One is the convex length, and another one is the concave length. What is convex length? We have to see, and what is concave length? We have to see. Okay, so I'm writing here the first kind of length is, that is the convex length. The first type of length is convex length. So convex length. Convex length is such a length which is thicker at the middle portion while it is thinner at the end. Is it clear, students? For example, look, this length, combination of these surfaces, it is thicker at the middle, but when we see at the end, it becomes thinner. So convex length is such a length which is thicker at the middle but thinner at the end. Means it is thicker at middle. It is thicker at middle but thinner at end. There are three kind of convex length, and there is one more identification of this convex length. In case of convex length, the ray of light is incident on the outer surface of the spherical surface. This is, let us suppose, one spherical surface, this one is the one spherical surface, so the ray of light is falling on the outer surface, means convex surfaces. So it is known as the convex length. There are three kind of convex length. Means now we have to see type of convex length. One is biconvex length. It is biconvex length, in which both the surfaces are convex and both the surfaces are spherical. Understand? So it is known as biconvex, or it is also known as double convex length. Is it clear? So this one is the first type of convex length. Second one is the plano-convex. So it is plano-convex plano-convex lens. So it is your second type of convex lens. And the third one is the concavo-convex lens. It is concavo-convex lens. Understand? In this case, both the surfaces are convex. So it is known as the biconvex or double convex. Both the surfaces are spherical we are seeing. In this case, one surface is plane surface, another one is the convex surface. So it is known as the plano-convex lens. And this first surface is concave and this is convex. So it is known as the concavo-convex lens. Is it clear? Now we have to see the concave lens. We have to see concave lens. So I am going to write here the concave lens. Second, concave lens. Concave lens is, it is your concave lens. Concave lens is thicker at end, but it is thinner at middle, as we have seen. So concave lens is, writing here, it is thicker at end, but thinner at middle. There are three kind of concave lens. Means I am writing here type of concave lens. Is it clear? First one is the biconcave or double concave. So it is biconcave or double concave lens. It is your first lens. And second one is the plano-concave lens. So I'm writing here the second one is the plano-concave lens. And the third one is the convexo-concave lens. Convexo-concave lens. It is your third one. In this case, both the surfaces are concave. In this case, one is the plane and second surface is concave. So it is known as the plano-concave lens. And in this case, the first one is the convex and second one is the concave. So it is known as the convexo-concave lens. So there are two kind of lens we have seen. One is the convex lens, another one is the concave lens. And there are three kind of both the lenses that we have seen. Now we have to see the term related to the lens. So the next topic will be term related to lens. Is it clear? The first is center of curvature. Look here. What is center of curvature? We know that lens is the combination of two surfaces in which at least one surface is spherical. So I am making here, let us suppose it is your first surface. It is the first surface. So since we are looking that it is spherical, so there must be a center of curvature of this spherical surface. Where should be the center of curvature? The center of curvature of this spherical surface will be along this direction. It is the center of curvature. Center of curvature I am indicating it is the first surface. So I am indicating the center of curvature of this first surface by C by C1. And center of curvature is the center of the spherical surface. Center of curvature is a point, or you can say center of the spherical surface from which this portion of spherical surface is taken. So it is the C1 center of curvature, first center of curvature for the first surface, and there is a focal point. It is known as the F1 of this first spherical surface. Now I am taking the second surface. So it is your second surface. So there should be for the second surface another center of curvature and another focal point. This one is the radius of curvature of the first surface. Is it clear? And for the second surface, it is your center of curvature C2 and it is your focal point F2. Is it clear? So there is first I am writing a term center of curvature. There are two center of curvature. One is C1, another one is C2. And second one is the focal point. There are two focal point in this case, means C1 and C2, and there is two focal point. One is F1 and this is F1 and this is F2. And there is a principal axis. So I am writing here principal axis. Principal axis is a line which passes through center of curvature and focal points C1, C2, F1 and F2. Is it clear? So it is known as the principal axis. And this will be your radius of curvature R2. Is it clear? Now there is a point on this principal axis which divides the length into two equal parts. That is known as the optical center. That is indicated by O. So fourth one I'm writing here optical center. And fifth one is the radius of curvature. Means there are two radius of curvature. One is R1 and another one is R2. So these are the major terminology that is used in the length. This is the first spherical surface. So for the first spherical surface, there should be one center of curvature for this first spherical surface, that is C1. And there is one focal point, it is F1. One radius of curvature, so this distance will be your R1. And for the second spherical surface, there should be one center of curvature, so it is the C2 for the second spherical surface. And there is one focal point, it is focal point F2 for the second surface. And this is the principal line which passes through C2, F2, F1 and C1. Is it clear? And this is optical center which divides this length into two equal halves. Is it clear, my dear student? After seeing this term related to the length, we have to see the sign convention. Let us suppose it is your biconvex lens. An object is kept at point A and it is AB. We have to make the image of this object by this lens, through this lens. So we need two refracted rays. One incident ray I am falling parallel to the principal axis. So after refraction, my dear student, it will pass through the focal point. So it is your refracted ray. And one incident ray I am passing through the optical center. So it will without deviating follow this straight line. Both the refracted ray are intersecting at this point. So the image of this subject AB will form here as A dash B dash. Is it clear? Now, what is sign convention look? Sign convention say that all the distance are measured from the optical center. Means all the distance, either we are talking about the distance of object or distance of image or center of curvature C1 or C2. We have to measure the distance from the optical center. Means I am writing here all the distances are measured, all the distances are measured from optical, all the distances are measured from optical center. Now look here, the second one is the distances measured in direction of incident ray is taken as positive, and distances measured in opposite direction to incident ray is taken as negative. So the second sign convention will be distances in direction of incident ray. Distances in direction of incident ray is taken as positive, and distances in opposite direction of incident ray is taken as negative. And the third sign convention is distances above the principal axis. Distances above the principal axis is taken as positive, and distances below the, I am writing here, distances below the principal axis is taken as negative. Means distances above the principal axis will be positive and distances below the principal axis will be negative. And distances in direction of incident ray. First sign convention, look here, all the distances are measured from the optical center. Means we have to measure the distance from this point, which is the optical center. So first sign convention is all the distances are measured from the optical center O, and second one is the distances in direction of incident ray. Look here, in this case, if we are moving from this direction, which is the right hand side, so this direction is the direction of incident ray, because incident ray is coming from this direction and moving in this direction. So this will be the distances in this direction will be positive. And in opposite direction to incident ray means this is the direction of incident ray, and if we are moving in this direction, means if we are taking this direction, so distances will be negative. And distances above the principal axis means this direction will be positive, and below the principal axis distances will be negative. Is it clear? Now let us suppose I am applying the sign convention for this plane. Okay? I am applying the sign convention for this length, which is your convex length, biconvex length. Look, in this case, I am applying the sign convention for this length. So one is distance of object. What will be distance of object? Where distance is kept? Where is distance in this case? Distance is located at point A. So we have to measure the distance from the optical center. So it will be OA. And distance of object is taken as U. What will be sign of this U? We are increasing in this direction, which is opposite to incident ray. So U will be your negative. So I am writing here minus. So it will be minus U. That is the distance of object. Now second, distance of image. What will be distance of image? In this case, look here. Image is forming at point E dash. So when we consider this distance from optical center, so it will be OA dash. Since we are moving towards the right hand side, means in the direction of incidence ray from the optical center, so it will be your positive, and it is indicated by V, and it is positive. Is it clear now? What will be height of object? I am writing here height of object. If we will talk about height of object is AB, and it is above the principal axis. So it will be plus AB, means positive, and it is indicated by height of object, means plus HO. What will be height of image in this case? Height of image is forming, look here, below to the principal axis, and it is A dash B. This is the height of image, and it is below the principal axis, so it will be minus A dash B, and it is minus H. Now look here. What will be radius of curvature of the first surface? It is your first surface. So this will be your radius of curvature R. So radius of curvature R1 will be positive, and what will be radius of curvature for the second surface? It is in this direction, so R2 will be your negative. It is first surface, and it is your, let us say, second surface. Is it clear? And what will be focal length in this case, my dear student? If I am talking about focal length, what will be focal length? Focal length will be this distance. Focal length will be this distance,